Hello. Here I am once again to bring to you another monthly wrap up. This time, of course, for the month of April. Yes, it was just April. And this month, not gonna lie, I was a little bit of a reader this month. I read some books. That's huge. So yeah, this month I read almost seven, which is great. Most of them were really good. Some of them were not, but we're gonna talk about it. So without further ado, let's start. Starting off the month with an absolute banger. I read In a Jam and oh boy, it was good. This is about Noah and Shay, and it's kind of like a marriage of convenience, small town, second chance, kind of, single parent, all those tropes wrapped up into one beautiful book. Really, there's not a ton of plot. It's really about them and lots of jam making and other farming activities. And it was so cute. It was so cute. This is the first time in a while where I actually sat down and read the whole paperback. I even annotated, okay, well you can't really tell, but I underlined a lot of things because I enjoyed a lot of the scenes in this book. It was very good. I think I landed on a 4.5 stars for this book. The only thing I will say is that it was a long book, and I don't think it needed to be as long as it is. It's like 500 pages, and I feel like if it were cut down and 100 pages shorter, then it would be perfect. But as a whole, it was very, very good. It was very cute. The small town farm setting, very fun. I loved the kid in this book. I thought she was really funny. Great start to the month, really set the tone, I think. I don't know if this is the right order or not. I can't actually remember, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, next, I read Springtide, and this was such a quick read. I read this in 2 sittings when I was in the car for quite a while, and it was like the perfect time passer. Basically, this is a very quick, cute college romance following Luca and Harper. There's a little bit of fake dating going on. It's very grumpy sunshine. Luca is like kind of an outcast. He doesn't really have many friends. He plays football, he's on the football team. And then Harper is like really fun and bubbly and very typical sunshine kind of character. So yeah, they end up striking up a little dealio, do a little fake dating, figure all that out in the beginning. Yeah, there's not, again, this is another one where there's not much plot to it. It's really just like kind of about the characters and their relationship. And it was cute. It was very cute. It was very, like I said, quick, easy to read. Just a nice little refreshing, cutesy little book. I liked it. Was it very memorable to me personally? No, but it was exactly what I needed at the time. I love any book that is set in like a coastal town. Yes, 4 stars, solid 4 stars. What did I read next? Did I read this one next? I reread People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I don't know what it is. Well, I think because her new book came out, I saw a lot of people rereading Beach Read. So I think that just like made me get the urge to reread People We Meet on Vacation because it is my favorite of the 2 that I've read. I love this book so very much. I know. It's like the least favorite amongst all the Emily Henry, but it is my favorite of the ones I've read. I just love it so much. I love Alex and Poppy. I love the friends to lovers trope. Is just like my favorite, one of my favorites. I feel like such a well done friends to lovers. It's like very, very well done. And of course, Emily Henry, her writing is fantastic. I just had a great time rereading this. It was a delight. 5 stars, of course. I haven't found very many new 5-star reads this year, so until then, I am just rereading my other 5-star favorites. Yeah, this is great. Love Alex and Poppy. Love them so much. Then I think after that I picked up The Heart Principle, and this is kind of where we go downhill a little bit because I did not really like this book at all, unfortunately. Basically, this follows Anna and Quan, is it Quan? Yes. And they meet on a dating app, and then they decide to meet up, but then things don't really go anywhere, but they have like this connection, so they just keep like talking, and then they start getting to know each other more, whatever. I don't know what it was, I just could not really get into it. I feel like it was very character driven, which normally I like, but for some reason I just like did not connect to them, and I found myself getting very bored very quickly. Yeah, I don't know, I made it like halfway through, and then I just like really skimmed the rest. And you know, if you start skimming, and then it's just, there's like no point. But I did want to try to finish it, so I did, but barely. So I did give this 2 stars because, like I said, once you start skimming, it's over. There's like no point. But at least I read it, and at least I don't have to look at it on my bookshelf unread. So there's that. And then I don't know why I just got so excited. This one was another like okay one. But after that, I read Make Me Hate You by Candy Steiner. This is just one of her backlist standalone books. Y'all know I love Candy Steiner. I love her writing. And so when I picked this out of my TBR jar, I was very excited. So I read it. This follows Jasmine and Tyler. It is a best friend's brother. Kind of like a second chance. Childhood friends. Basically, something happens in the very beginning between Jasmine and Tyler. I think they like just graduated high school or about to. I don't know. They were like older teenagers in the prologue. Something happens. Jasmine ends up moving away. Jasmine comes back 7 years later because her best friend is getting married. So she comes back for the wedding, of course, and then she has to kind of face all the things that she left behind, and so things get awkward between them. I liked it. Okay, I did like it, but I just don't, again with the characters, I just didn't like them as much as I like some of her other characters. You know, like they are no B and Jamie, they are no Clay and Gianna. They were just like there. I didn't dislike them at all. Tyler is just kind of there. I feel like there was like no personality to this man. So therefore I just didn't really care about him. I didn't really care if they were together or not, which is like not what you want in a romance book. You know, you want to be rooting for the characters, and honestly, I just like didn't really care. I gave this 3.5 stars, once again, just because I really like Candy Steiner's writing. It very much had the drama, it had the good setting, the side characters were cool. It was just alright. It was just alright. We are almost done. Okay, and then the last book that I like fully completed, is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I finally read this, and you know what? It did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. I feel like everyone knows what this is about. Workplace romance, like a Disneyland type of thing. It's about Rowan and Zara, and it is another very much typical grumpy sunshine type of dynamic. Zara is very bubbly and like happy and optimistic, and Rowan is just like so, I don't know. Once again, it all comes down to like family issues, and he just like hates everyone. But then he has like a soft spot just for Zara, and he turns into a big softie, which is always cute. But I feel like I have read this exact same story lots of times. I love Lauren Asher's writing, okay? I do. I liked Zara. Rowan was, again, just like a very typical grumpy main character, and I just like didn't really care for him. I did like the part where he brought her to a book signing. That was very nice. But yeah, again, this was just kind of okay. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars because I did enjoy my time reading it for sure. It wasn't anything amazing or spectacular. You know, they got the whole dreamland type of setting, which is fun, but also I didn't really care. And then finally, I have not finished this book yet, so technically those are the completed books, but I am so close, and after I finish filming this, I'm gonna sit down and finish this book. I'm still counting this as part of my April wrap up, and that is, I was about to say sky high, mile high. This book follows Stevie and Xander's. Xanders is a hockey player and Stevie works for them as a flight attendant. So that's how they meet. That's it, basically. Like a lot of the other books I read this month, there's not a ton of plot. It is really just about the characters and their relationship. Like there is really nothing crazy. It is very straightforward and I am really liking it. I think I'm like 80% of the way through, so I'm almost there and it's been really good so far. I just like really like the writing. It's very simple. It feels just like a very good romance book. You know what I'm saying? And I love the characters. See, it makes such a big difference when you like the characters. And Stevie and Xanders are just some of the best characters I've read about in quite a while. I love Stevie so much. I really like Xanders and I really like them together. I don't know what else to say about this other than that I'm very much enjoying it. And as of right now, I think I'm probably gonna end up giving it 4.5 stars. It is not quite a 5-star because once again, it is very long. It's like 600 pages. Oh, well, I guess it's like 600 Kindle pages. Paperback, it's about 500, but I feel like I talk about this so often, but romance books are just getting so long and most of the time there is no need for that. Honestly, I think it has more to do with my attention span and my patience when it comes to reading these days more than the books, because I don't think it's like there's like unnecessary stuff in here, but it's just kind of like I'm at the point now I'm like, okay, like it can be wrapped up now. But yeah, other than that, I'm really enjoying this. I'm very excited about the second book. I mentioned in my May TBR that I want to read it and I will be reading it very soon because I've heard that one is even better. I feel like I have not talked that much in quite a while. feeling a little bit parched. Anyway, that was my wrap up for this month that I keep forgetting is April. I feel good about it. I feel like my reading is, you know, slowly improving month by month. We're getting back into it. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. Thanks. Thank you. And until next time, bye!